Can you read that and then let me know your initial thoughts, and then we're gonna jump right into the
Women
video.
think women have it easier. Her name taught whatever her name is.
Matriarchy. No, matriarchy is like,
Oh, that's not her name.
patriarchy is. What'd you say?
I thought that was her name.
No, no. Matriarchy is ruling of society by women. Like basically, women run the society. So she's coming from a woman's perspective. I guess she might be a mom and all of that. Just remember, the thing down here is, why do men, even under a system of patriarchy, think that women have it easier? Do you think women have it easier?
Hold on. What
You see it down
you were?
here? It's cut
Oh
off,
yeah,
but I just read it out.
yeah. I couldn't see that part, but okay.
Do you think women have it easier?
Do I think women have it easier?
Yeah.
In society,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say
Mm.
women have it easier or not. I think there's areas where it's easier in areas on both sides, but
Mm.
the overall picture, we'll have to do some digging. We'll have to chop a lot of different things up to tally up the points. But I definitely know that there are easier areas for both men and women. But to tally it up
Okay.
right now, we got to do some digging.
Okay. In my opinion, overall, I think women have it a bit easier just because they are the protected sex. In whatever industry that you go into, naturally, men want to protect women, make sure they're having a good time. Naturally, that creates a lot of double standards and things that men just kind of accept and go along with because, it's the lady, it's whatever. That's why I think that. But yeah, of course, there's always digging and different aspects of things. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So if you're around men and you talk to men, especially men who are more disenfranchised, men who are from the hood, right? I'm a hood girl. I'm from the hood. I'm from West
Oh,
Atlanta.
Yeah, no, she exposed herself. So black men, that's what she's trying to say. If you talk to black men, so I just keep in mind this whole conversation is around that kind of thing because I guess the narrative might be a little bit different for them.
she's talking nicely so far, speaking
She
nicely so
is.
far. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
I'm usually around hood niggas. And when I talk to them, a lot of the
Speaking of which,
The next sentence,
the
I'm
next
usually
sentence,
around.
bro.
Hey, it was that's not it's not terrible. I'm just it's just kind of funny how I said yeah she's speaking nicely, and then you press play, and then she's but no she didn't say nothing crazy to me.
Yeah,
time they'll tell me stuff like, oh, women have it easier. Women have it easier in this world. And I always challenge them on that because I'm like, in what ways do women have it easier?
yeah. They usually literally talk about women's ability to stay with their parents, not needing money in the same way, not being seen as losers in the same way. I think women need money in the same way as men. If they try to go out and work and do all of this independent stuff, they need money the same way men do.
Yeah,
We just value money a little bit more different because if we don't have money, we don't find ourselves worthy to like have a family and all of that stuff. That plays with men.
yeah, and but it is unfortunate. Like guys do get beat up more if they still live with their parents in their older age.
Hmm.
Versus women is more accepted society wise
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
societal wise. That is one thing that here in America. Yeah, you'll get beat up for that as a dude.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a double standard.
And they can't usually tell me. But what they mean, right? When men say that, oh, women have it easier, that's their genetic memory. So when people talk about genetic memory, that comes from the concept that nothing is new under the sun. Even our bodies are made of stardust, meaning that it's made of
Oh
material that always.
man.
Yeah, I know it sounds sketchy already.
Nah,
Made of
I have much to
stardust.
say, but she's one of those. Goodness, I kind of from her just saying that, I'm like, oh, cause I want to make a joke here, but she's a reformed she's a reformed a ghetto girl. You don't see a lot of those.
Reformed ghetto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she is you ever seen Ashley Larry from Dave Chappelle? The
Yeah.
phrase from ashy to classy. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like her a little bit. It's like from that to that. Like
Mm.
she's more of a thinker now. But
Mm.
anyway,
Yeah. Oftentimes, I get what you mean. Oftentimes, when they become this kind of thinker, it's actually more dangerous because they become what they call free thinkers, and you just find out that it's like they're just really following a religion that has to do with like ancient Egyptology and all like that
yeah,
has
it's
to
not
do with
like
that kind
Hebrew
of stuff.
Israelitish and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, hey.
Yeah.
Existed, right? So I speak on my page a lot about female community. And what I mean when I say female community is the energy of community is feminine. And here in the physical, women and girls, females, make community. Men do not make community, men make alliances. Okay? Alliance is masculine, and that's the energy that men operate out of, even with other men. This is why there's always been this idea that men, their friendships are shallow, or they need women for, whatever they use women for that they cannot get from other men, because they do not have the energy of community, they have the energy of alliance. With that being said, women are not upholding, respecting, upkeeping, and protecting our power, the power that we have in female community. Women never age out of community, men do. Men age out of female community. They're born into it as boys, but they age out of it unless they are able to marry. Sex is marriage. See, we really do not understand the power we hold as women at all. At all. Men have to earn their spot in community by being valuable here in the physical, right? This is why there's also that talk about women's value and how women's value is intrinsic.
What she mean by hearing the physical? She about to get out, she about to go somewhere that is gonna start getting strange.
Yeah, it already is going somewhere because when she said that men aren't a part of communities, they're part of
Yeah,
they create alliances.
yeah,
I mean, to a degree, I get that, but you still have brotherhoods, you still have
yeah.
fraternities.
It is. I just think that I just think that's one of those statements where I don't like saying this phrase, but blanket statement. When
Mm-hmm.
people make those blanket statements, is always going to show a type. That's a type of group of men that will do that. But you
Mm-hmm.
have many different types of people that communicate differently, and with those different styles of communication, you're gonna have people that group together. But it's not only gonna be alliance. You know what I'm saying? It's not only gonna be a good community. It's gonna be a community mixed with different things. You know what I'm saying? So it just when we said that the men and the women do this, it's you're always gonna find like that's not for everybody, but it's always gonna
Mm-hmm.
be for a particular group or particular people, or that's some people. You know, it's not
Yeah,
explaining the
and
whole. It's not
yeah,
explaining the whole thing.
yeah, for sure. And you have to remember too, she's talking about hoodmen.
Okay, so you're talking about hood guys. Okay,
That
even in
those were her
them.
words in the beginning.
Yeah. Even in them, you definitely have those types for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, you can see that in gangs and stuff. I'm just now
yeah.
thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if this is what you've seen growing up and you call yourself a hood chick and all this stuff, of course that's how you paint the world. You paint the world according to the things that you see around you.
That's the only thing that you know, but that's not the only thing that there is.
Yeah, cuz Christians have community. I know there's so many different
Oh
communities in
yeah.
my church.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, what else do you have? So yeah, I man, that's why you have to be so careful, because if you take what she's saying at face value, it sounds like all right, it kind of makes sense, because when you think of a global picture, globally speaking, like countries and continents and cities and stuff, men are usually the head of these things. So of course it makes sense they want to make alliances so that other people don't come take advantage of them. But if you're thinking on an individualistic level, that doesn't really make sense. That really doesn't make sense. Even if you're talking about hood people, I know so many people who have gotten out the hood and gone back to the hood to establish community to help the young ones, the young
Yep.
dudes
Yep.
stay off the streets and
Build,
stuff.
build gyms, boys and girls clubs,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, community centers and stuff. So this doesn't track fully. And I'm not understanding what the point of her saying this kind of stuff is, because this is the kind of stuff that she did clarify this is about hood people. And then all of a sudden you're making blanket statements about men in general. It's a little
Yeah.
bit, where are we
Yeah,
going?
it did take a turn because I didn't really think she was talking about hood dude. Honestly,
Yeah, exactly.
you had to remind me.
I had to remind myself.
And that value is in female community. Your value is intrinsic. The reason why your value is intrinsic when it comes to men, or even why men started to do that whole, oh, what do you bring to the table thing, all that shit is reverse psychology, is because they're literally not only attempting to destiny swap with the divine feminine, but they're attempting to
Ah,
remove you from the power that you have in female community, your intrinsic value. They're telling you you don't have that intrinsic value, right? Because they don't. If women
Intrinsic value is the value bestowed upon you by God. Intrinsic, meaning we don't establish it. It's natural to us. So men do have an intrinsic value. What is she talking about? That's how you got to
Yeah.
know she's coming from
Hey,
like some religious perspective.
yeah, she said the divine feminine. That's all I needed to hear to know that. Okay,
That's true.
she said divine feminine. That's only people that say that. Yeah, they're part of the yonders.
Because I think these are the same people that think that there's a divine feminine and masculine, and God is also divine feminine and masculine. And I guess get
Yeah,
into some crazy stuff.
a lot of people that speak like this, they don't believe in God. Or if they
No.
do, they are the type of people that go to church but mix a whole bunch of different things. I've seen
Yeah.
people online that say that they're believers that go to church, but they are mixing different ideologies, and they're like Christian plus. They don't only
Yeah.
believe in God, or they say things like, oh, he's one of the ways. Like, it gets strange.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so with that kind of conversation, with that kind of talk, like a marriage, like how do you figure out marriage? Because marriage isn't natural to humans. Humans just want to do whatever they want and glorify themselves and feel good with their desires and stuff. And so naturally speaking, naturally marriage comes from God, because God is the one who says, stay together, and by my standards and boundaries, that's how marriage works. But if you're saying stuff like this, who defines marriage for you? I mean, I guess some of them do make it work, but overall, nah. If everyone got married under these weird divine feminine masculine community alliances standards, I don't know, man. This might be a really messed up world. This just isn't tracking for me.
understood the power that we hold just in protecting each other. We asking men, oh, men don't protect. They never did, and they were never supposed to. We're supposed to protect each other. We're supposed to protect the girls. We're supposed to protect children. We're supposed to protect each other. We're supposed to provide for each other. The chicken came before the egg. Men age out of female community.
The chicken came
What the
before the
world is going?
egg. Man,
What is
she's
he?
crazy, man. She's crazy.
What?
Because where did the chicken come from? Another egg? Who created the egg first then? What are we talking about? Huh?
Nah, she threw it. Yeah, she just. You ever see the movie Jump, where they jump into different where they're there and they're not there because they jumped
Yeah.
somewhere else. She just jumped on me, man. Like, we were here, but then she just jumped somewhere else out of nowhere. What kind of guy does this type of person, like this type of lady? What type of man does she want to marry here? Is this
I
the type
know.
of guy that?
It doesn't even sound like she wants to marry a man.
Yeah, like what?
Because
What are you looking for? Yeah, I'm a little bit.
if this is a patriarchy, you have to understand that the world naturally rules or moves under a patriarchy. And so if women are meant to protect other women and children, who are they protecting them against? Men?
Yeah, who are they? Who are they? Yeah, exactly. And then when there's a family, so the guy's not supposed to protect you, but for some reason,
way-
it's natural for ladies to run for help to guys. I don't get it. I don't know what she's
So
trying to say.
if we're following her reasoning here, women can run the families all by themselves.
I mean,
Because
basically she's saying, let's have babies and just let's have a community of ladies so we could protect each other. What sense does that make?
Hey, that sounds crazy.
God have mercy upon us.
For real.
Hey,
I
said
recently, huh?
I know. Go ahead.
I recently watched a documentary on I think it was Jehovah Witness people, and this guy had married 3 women, and it's not good, bro. It's not good. Even under a pseudo Christian standard of husband and wife, it still didn't work out, man. None of the women were happy. One of them felt like she couldn't get enough time with the man, and so if
Oh,
we're
yeah.
following her line of logic, yes, get one man to impregnate 50 women and have them live in a community. They're all gonna hate each other naturally, because she's acting like women don't care about men at all. Like, we don't need a man around. Are you kidding me?
And the thing is, that's not how we are built as human beings. We're not built to have a village, a marriage village. It's supposed to be
No.
one man, one woman.
Yeah.
Like that's how God designed it. That's how it's supposed to be. Of course, you're not gonna like your time being divided and attention. Like, even kids, they want their parents to pay attention to them. They want attention from their parents, not from anybody else, you know. But it will graduate to that if it develops as a constant thing where they're not getting attention. They're gonna look for it somewhere else eventually. But initially, they want attention from their parents, and you know, we as human beings want attention from the one that we marry, not for them to put their attention anywhere else. We're gonna be jealous, you know. Like even God doesn't want us to worship any other God. That's His first commandment. Why is that first? Because it's the most important. He is that way for a reason. We it goes deep, but
Yeah.
the point is like, of course, it's not gonna work because that's not how we're built.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they are providing value. So even the whole protect and provide thing, men never protected and provided for women. They protected and provided for their spot in female community. This is why men are very transactional. This is why I told y'all in another video, money was made to match the energy of pussy. It's a way for them to maintain access and even control over female community because women don't protect our female community. Men use leverage and exasperate envy and insecurity among women as a way to control female community. Every woman is a key to female community. Sex is marriage. Men had to earn their place in female community through providing value through marriage. It's a lot. It's a lot. But that idea that they have that, oh, women have it easier is genuinely just the genetic memory that women do not have to earn their place in community, and men do. And there's a reason for that. And real men, men who like being men, they don't have a problem with that. They don't have a problem with that. They understand it. They have daughters, they have mothers, they have women that they want to be protected, safe, and provided for. They understand the duty of being a man. But a lot of men, especially men who are disenfranchised, men who didn't have strong father figures, they don't respect and understand the duty that they have to female community. And because
She keep on
What duty
saying,
does female community have to men?
when she's saying female community, what do you think she's saying when she say female community? Because she keeps
Women.
saying,
And I think she's saying women, just women, every
just
woman.
Cause that's throwing me off a little bit. Like
Yeah, just say woman. Like, why you
yeah,
keep
just
saying
say
female?
that.
Just say a
Female
woman.
community. Yeah, like I'm over here thinking like they're building some kind of like different city. Like what's going on here? But
She could be in. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, she kept saying female community, and then she kept saying something else that I don't agree with. Sex is marriage. According to the Bible, sex is in marriage, but that's
Yeah.
not what marriage is. We know from biblical teachings, marriage is a covenant, and even the bigger picture, us being married to Christ, that covenant, relationship. So it's a covenant. It's not that. But God created it to where we can do that, and then when you think about the hymen,
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that when you first commune is that connection by blood. If you want to break it down that way, because Christ, died for us and He made a covenant with us by blood. You see what I'm saying? And the picture there is in marriage is like, hey, we're connected because of Jesus and His sacrifice for us, and now we have that covenant relationship from there. So, but in marriage, sex isn't marriage. That's a part of it, but that's not what it is.
Yeah,
But,
the way
yeah.
she's talking, she's making it sound like when a man and a woman lay down in intimacy, the man is the only one who's pleasured. What are we talking about? Both people receive pleasure. Well, okay. It started off okay. Now we're in the mysterious
jumped.
religion masterclass.
But jump.
Yeah, you're right. It's a big jump.
women do not understand our power and our duty and our role in withholding, upholding, protecting female community, we give our power away to men for a spot in the system of male supremacy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I want women to understand the power that we hold amongst each other.
Okay.
For the first time in my life as a woman, I feel I'm alone. I've always felt alone, but I am alone. I actually have removed people from my life because I realized that those women did not want good for me. They wanted me to fail. They wanted me to be harmed. They wanted to use anything negative that's ever happened in my life as an ego boost for themselves. So when you do that, like I said, every woman is a key to female community. When you want to see another woman brought low, when you want to see another woman disenfranchised so you can boost your ego, you are aiding in the destruction of community, which is female. And there's way too many women who are like that. And that is why the state of the world is what it is. It's not the men. They don't have no power.
Mm,
We could end all this shit today.
mm.
All right, people showing up, y'all. Bye.
They can end all of this today by what? Not having sex with men anymore? What, they're going to become reptiles and start producing by themselves? She is actually kind of cuckoo up here with her theology, or with her...
She don't got none of that.
Whatever.
She got the divine, whatever you want to fill in the blank with. That's what she got. She has.
Yeah, and apparently we created money to match the power of the vagina. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Please reproduce without men, and let's see how well you can uphold a society. When one man comes into your community and decides to have his way with you, I wonder how many women it's going to take to stop him. Or if there's a village of men who want to come into your community. Hey, this is actually crazy. I didn't expect her to go this way, but she did. And I'm glad she did, because a lot of people try to hide their actual worldview behind a whole bunch of nonsense, but she went straight to the point, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, there's corruption in the world. So guys that are domineering, whatever you want to say, like that's a part of the, sinful endeavors that men have. So when you see examples of this, it's not really supposed to be corrupt, but it is corrupt. So the corruption can't be blamed on how men are, but how everybody is when they have the opportunity to fulfill their lust of their desire, or when they're able to, because when you have money and you can do anything you want, now we'll see what you really are, and that's what people in power do. If they have the power, we're just seeing what was in them all along. And so you can't blame corruption from one person and say that everybody is the same way. They might be corrupt in a different way, but not the same.
And this is all about hood men and hood women. Let's keep that in mind, as she made clear in the beginning. But let us know your thoughts below about this unhinged video. We did not expect to become unhinged. And drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff. Just remember, we're just two Christian dads having a conversation, and you guys are in on it. So don't come for us, because we live by this perspective. And if you want to have a conversation below, comment, and we'll get back to you. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for watching The Holy Duo.